bilang gobyerno sa loob man o labas ng kanilang tahanan sa loob ng 45 araw bago ang halalan, mayroon ding kasalanan. Ilan lang po ito sa dahilan kung bakit walang basehan ang reklamo ito at sa katotohanan man walang basehan ang reklamo ito sa katotohanan man at maski sa sinasaad ng batas. Ganito ang tanging maasahan kapag pinilit mong patunayan ang isang bagay na hindi nangyari at hindi totoo. Ang mga nagreklamo ay tinulungan ng mga abogadong aral sa batas at pumasa ng bar. Tanong, bakit kaya itinuloy pa ito? Klaro namang harassment lang po ang punto. Tama marahil ang sinasabi ng ilan na di katarungan ang layunin dito kundi ang magpapansin para ma-appoint yata sa mga pwesto. Tingin ko po, sa tama at makabuluhang sistemang pangkatarungan, ang utos ng batas sa nagrereklamo ay isaad ng malinaw at kumpleto ang reklamo at ipakita ang konkretong pruweba para rito. Ang reklamong ito nagmumula po sa katang-isip at maling layunin. Klarong baksak ito sa lahat ng pamantayan ng batas at ng katotohanan. Klaro din po, ang nararapat hantungan ng ganitong reklamo ay ang basurahan. Inaasahan po natin gagawin ng COMELEC ang tama at yan ay i-dismiss ang reklamo sa lalong madaling panahon. Maraming salamat po. Dano po tayo sa inyong mga katanungan.
First question. Person.
Kung wala na po, papaalam na ako sa inyo.
Sir, while the purchase was before the 45-day election ban, but the implementation of the mass immunization program was within the 45 days.
Bakit din natin basahin yung nakasado sa Omnibus Election Code sa disbursement? Parang affidavit na lang siguro. Ano ba yung prohibit? Well, you have to go back to the law, which is the Omnibus Election Code, at what are prohibited acts. Sa disbursements na lang. Sa public funds. Dali lang, para precise tayo, titignan natin yung which of the sub.
That was former President Noynoy Aquino speaking at the COMELEC in regards to the preliminary investigation on the release of the Dengvaxia vaccine. Earlier, we were listening to Senator Grace Poe, and that was in the public hearing at the Senate on fake news. Also, at the Senate, we heard presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, who did give an opening statement as well in regards to Senator Grace Poe's bill. And right now, we're going to go back to that Senate hearing on the proliferation of fake news.
They're not required of private individuals. What will you say? Are you saying now that private individuals should also submit salience? Should they also be punished for plunder in all these other cases because the law should be applied equally to all? Of course not. We have certain responsibilities, and even in the private sector, if you're a member of a corporate organization, there are also certain rights you waive as a commitment to that organization. But anyway, moving forward, again, you're welcome to attend that. And as I said, Mr. Roque, we've always been most of the time on the same side of the fence.
Of the ban on disbursing. So, doon pa lang, available record. I wore my usual yellow shirt. The design is, if I remember correctly, yellow and black. Yung DOH personnel had the DOH logo on a shirt na yellow and green. I don't think there was any streamer, poster, any campaign material whatsoever saying that this was brought to you by any candidate. Even my shirt was something I was constantly wearing from from the start, no? From 2010 up to, actually still wear that shirt for every now and then up to date. Yung so, pag decades, between 2 and 3 decades available to people in the private sector. May pera ka, pwede mong bilhin. Ngayon, the question was, pag wala kang pera, hindi ka pwede proteksyonan against these diseases. That was highlighted by Secretary Garin's speech in Zambales. So, one of the promises was improve healthcare. Yung mga improvements sa PhilHealth, yung expanded programs of PhilHealth, for instance, yung no-balance billing project. Tapos yung expanded immunization program was also part and parcel of that. Now, nagkataon na natapos lahat ng proseso, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, 2016 for approval of the use of Dengvaxia. Yung lahat ng pasado sa FDA, sa formulary, corrected, 2015. Pero to complete all of the steps necessary for purchasing. Tapos siya, for purchase of government, 2016, February.
Sir, so there may be accusations na pinilit ninyong matapos ito kasi 16 days lang before the election ban to be able to use it for the election.
Teka, klaroin natin. Anong pinilit ko? Pinilit ko i-approve? Pinilit kong bilhin? Pinilit ano?
Pinilit ma-approve before the election ban.
Sometime in 2014, I was told it was very close to parang finishing all the steps necessary for it to be made available to the general public. Okay, 2015 yata finalized na, but it still had to finish all of the processes necessary for government. Ngayon, I will confess, no, gusto ba namin magamit yung tool against dengue? And I think anybody in this room will say, meron tayong magagamit na tool. Bakit na nakapasa na sa lahat ng tests, sa lahat ng required studies, not only in the country but elsewhere, I think nobody will object to us using it. Yung parang ng graph, can I just remind everybody, no, of our reality? Yung napakita na to sa House hearing, di ba? This is from the DOH sama talaga na cold, sorry. DOH Epidemiology Bureau. These are yung blue talks about yung cases, no? Nakalagay suspected dengue cases. Parang that's the technical term of how you refer to somebody who has dengue. Ito ginagamit na ba siya? Ano ba dengue incidents? You will notice that from transition lang 09 at saka 2010, 57,000 dito, 173,000 na yun. Malaking number na, tama. Ang problema nito, it is projected, this represents only 20% of all dengue cases. So, para madali, no? Sorry, baka mas magaling kayo sa akin sa math. Pag umabot ka na dito sa 200,000, represents 10%, di ba? Tama ba yung 10 million? 200,000. Tama, di ba? That para may 2 million. And most of the people who got dengue, asymptomatic. Ito yung mga na-hospital lang eh. Okay. So yung na-hospital represents 20% in 2013 was 204,906. Tapos tingnan nga nyo this started in 1995 if I'm not mistaken. Gaano kalaki yung growth. At so dito na-report ni Ona yung 1,409% increase. Naging effective yata yung mga pinagagawa, napababa. Tapos the following 2 years, tumaas na naman. No? Napababa na naman ng 2014. Tapos sumipa na naman ng 2015. Okay, so, you go back, no? From my perspective, ang daming, kunyari, na-hospital at dumating yung point na kailangan ng transfusion. No? Meron ba tayong resources of blood to take care of everybody who would need it? At yung dramatic increases nga. Remember, no? I didn't see this graph before when we were deciding. What was shown to me was para a memo stating yung 1,409% increase. Hindi, guys, ulit. There was a tool, it passed through all of the processes necessary, and we used that tool to address the situation of dengue. Yan lang ang point nun. Ngayon, nataon sa eleksyon, doon nataon yung natapos lahat ng proseso. No? Dapat ba, I'll throw that question back at the detractors. No? Election period ngayon, huwag na natin gamitin to until next year. No? Which was, next year, 2017, end of transition of the next administration in 2016, July. Tapos pag ito, 2018 naging available to. Teka, may election na parating next year. No? The job of protecting the people's health cannot be held in abeyance by elections. No? Yung other provisions of the Omnibus Election Code even talk of may safeguards. No? May calamity. DSWD, Google ng pondo, dadaan sa Philippine National Red Cross, subject to COA regulations, etc. So it doesn't stop, no? Because it is an election period. Or an election year pala, sorry para kailangan precise tayo. Election period yung 45 days. Election year ay yung buo. Yes.
Ma'am, you didn't find the need to seek an exemption from the complex given na malapit na nga po yung start ng election ban. Hindi po ba would you have rather na err on the side na hindi mo ba violate yung ban by asking for an exemption?
When we inquired, we were told na hindi kailangan ng exemption on the health programs, public health programs.
Kahit mag-disperse po ng public funds.
Sa pagkakaintindi namin, hindi siya kailangan and the disbursement of the funds did not happen during the ban period.
Sir President, Carlo Mateo po sa DCL. Meron po mga magulang na hanggang ngayon umiiyak, medyo inaalam pa rin nila kung ano mangyayari doon sa anak. Ano po yung mensahe nyo sa mga magulang at doon sa mga bata na turukan ng vaccine?
But yung sa akin pagkaunawa po, no, nung nag-warning nga sa Nofi, sinasabi, kasi parang sa English ang tawag nila yun, play semantics, no, play on words. Yung severe, may mga ilang sector nagsasabi yung severe talagang, hindi pa sa Tagalog kasi parang lumubha. Pero pag yung lumubha, kaagad dinidikit natin ay, may katiyakan ng talagang para bang fatal ang mangyayari sa'yo. At hindi naman yata ganun ang warning na sinasabi nung Sanofi. After, nung November 2017 nilabas, di ba? Para baka madagdagan ng pag-hospital ng 2 araw, baka buwaba yung platelet counts, baka magkaroon ka ng pasa, kumapundol. Pero hindi binanggit doon na pag gumamit ka nitong vaccine nila, no, nilalapit ka sa kamatayan. Ngayon, kung naalala nyo, nung humarap ako sa house, sabi ko lang, bakit ba tayo nagpapakaba? Okay. Sinabi ko rin doon na, pinapakaba natin sila ngayon, pati yung mga programa ng gobyerno apektado. Kamakailan lang nakita natin yung measles outbreak na pwede ma-prevent ng measles vaccine na walang gustong tumanggap ngayon dahil kinakabahan silang baka may masama epekto yung vaccine. Sinabi natin sa house, ito na kasi sinasabi ng mga eksperto, tinatakot natin na pasakit pa na walang saysay yung mga ating kababayan, pati yung mga programang walang issue, no, tinatanggihan na dapat nakabuti na kalusugan. Ngayon, dahil tinanggihan, sumama yung health conditions sa atin. Nagkakaroon tayo ng measles epidemics na sana hindi nangyari. Pero, dapat siguro sumagot doon yung mga nanakot. No? At balik tayo doon, may sa iba, wala. Alam niyo, sabihin ko na sa inyo, no? Pero nakitang litrato na isang tao medyo nag-a-alarm tungkol dito na nakasuot ng uniforme nung para mag-oopera na pumunta sa isang bahay. No? Ngayon, picture lang yung nakita ko. Hindi ko naman alam kung anong pakay niya doon. Pero nagtatanong lang ako, bakit kaya ganito suot? Dahil normally, nakasuot ng ganun damit yung nag-oopera sa operating room. Pupunta ka sa isang lugar na ganun na suot mo, ano bang sadya mo? Ano ba silbi nun? Dahil kung nag-aalala ka na contagious yung pupunta mo, meron tinatawag na hazmat suits or hazardous material suits. Yung talaga nakasarado ka. Hindi yung pang-opera. Na protection mo lang sa pagingay, may maskara. Init-init pa siguro nun. No? Tapos doon sa bahay, katabi niya lahat itong mga tao na walang anything. No? So, ang gandang photo ops, pero sa dulo, pag yun lang nakita mo, parang kakabaka. No? Bakit sobrang nakakahawa yata ito. Palagay ko wala pa nagsabi nakakahawa itong dengue. No? Yung dengue, nagkakaroon ka pag kinagat ka nung lamok na nagdadala nung virus na to.
Sir, BACC also filed a complaint against the overtime action at the DOJ. Would you say that they're on top?
Ikaw na nagsabi siguro nun, no? Meron pa ba tayong boots pa? Sorry, sa dami ng pinapile ng BACC sa akin, sa lahat ng mga kasama ko, medyo nahihilo na akong konti, no? Kung alin-alin. Pero, babalik tayo doon, no? Yung, in the performance of my job, I think the ombudsman will be the proper fora, especially for the complaints that they have been filing. Ngayon, pupunta ka kung saan sana sangay ng gobyerno, medyo, ayaw ko, kung may mahanap sila, katulad ng kay Laila na sinasabi, may law na specific, no? Pag ganito, RTC. No? Bakit? Sorry, ha? Ikaw na magsabi sa akin, totoo bang marami sa BACC or may mga membro ng BACC nag-file sa akin sa mga kasamahan ko ang naitalaga na sa iba't ibang pwesto? Oh, I'm appealing to the record. Why don't you look at it? Hindi ko akin yung sound effects na yun for the record.
Nabanggit nyo, nagpapansin sila at harassment. Ano ba yung gusto nilang papansin sa dun sa parang sa tingin nyo panggigibig na ginagawa nila sa inyo?
Basahin niyo yung complaint. Sabihin niyo sa akin kung meron meron bang laman. Di ba? Para bang, parati, yung pag nagreklamo ka, para matibay yung kaso, nilalagay mo parati ng ng detalye. No? Yung iba pa nga lalagyan ng motivation. Paano mo ginawa yung krimen? Mo sa akin kung merong yung tawag ka, tulad ko, di ako abogado, no? Parang nakakaano yung, violating section 261, ito subsections OV, I yata. No? Tapos pati yung K, tama. Ano kaya yun? Balik ka sa omnibus election ko, danapin mo doon. Pag binasa mo, parang how does this apply? For instance, yung isa doon, bawal ang public works. Bawal ang housing projects. Bawal ang social projects. So, bawal ang DSWD ganito. Bawal yung NHA. Doon sa batas, nakalagay kasi Ministry of Human Settlements, tsaka Human Settlements, Ministry of Social Services and Development. Alin nga to? Isa pa. Me. So pinag-usapan DSWD, yung NHA at saka I guess yung DPWH, no? Alin dito sa tatlong ahensya to konektado dito sa Dengbaksya. Pero pag pinakinggan mo, no, violating section 261, paragraph B. Ano kaya to? Tapos pag binalikan mo, Kaya ako nahilo, anong koneksyon ng housing dito sa Dengbaksya? Anong koneksyon ng public work sa Dengbaksya? Anong koneksyon ng DSWD? Parang, sabi nga diba, may konti koneksyon yan dahil pag hindi ka nagkasakit, kumanda yung buhay mo, para social goal yun. Sa naman yata pilit yun. Yung mga kasigidad ko, alam nyo yung term na forcing. Okay na magsabi kung gaano ka forcing to. Para 3 basketball court yata pinorsingan nito sa isang game.
Pangulo, sa ayaw pa ako sa DWIS. Sa tingin ninyo yung reklamong pinahal ng BDCC dito sa Comelec, sa tingin nyo, may laman ba o marami?
Yun ang sinabi ko sa statement ko kanina, wala laman. Alam mo, parang mas klarong-klaro. Kasi sa political applies to ano. Diba? Pero actually, pero ganito ba? Okay. Yung the same article that I'm being charged with, Article 261, subsection I, excludes public officers holding political exemptions from the ambit of this provision. Nililimit yung participation of civil service officers and employees in partisan political activities. Pero yung unelected public official, elected public official by the very nature of their office engages in partisan political activities almost all year round, even outside of the campaign period. Political partisanship is the inevitable essence of a political office, elective positions included. Ang prohibition na yung magsosolicit ng contributions from their subordinates or subject them to any of the acts prohibited in the Omnibus Election Code. Inutusan mo yung hindi pwede makampanya, for instance, na makampanya. Bawal yun. Pero yung unelected, tapos sinahid pa dito specifically, President, Vice President, members of the Cabinet, other elected public officials, except barangay officials, personal confidential staff of yung the above-mentioned officials, members of the Reserve Corps of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Excluded. Parang kung nag-electioneering ka man lang, dahil pagkaintindi ko, maliban doon sa pagsusolicit ng contribution from your subordinates or asking them to do an act prohibited by the Omnibus Election Code, hindi ka pwedeng ihabla. Hindi ka pwedeng ihabla. So, sa paghabla pa lang, parang hindi basahin mo nga yung code, hindi kasama. Kaya sinasabi mo, tanong mo, may laman ba? Doon pala sa office hindi ka subject. Si Janet is a member of the cabinet at that point in time. And that presumes that we were electioneering, which was doing something during the period of the ban. And we submit that we weren't doing anything that was banned during the period of the election ban.
I'd like to read a quote from Attorney Manuel Luna when he filed the complaint. Ang sabi niya, the Office of the President and the DOH and the Department of Budget and Management never cared to ask for exemptions. They have disrespected the authority of the public and rendered the election under suspicion. So, was the...
Teka, masyadong forcing naman yata. Render the elections. You know, just to highlight it, hindi naman source of pride namin yun. Pero the 3 regions were chosen primarily because of the high incidence of dengue. That was what was transmitted to me, number 1. Number 2, you go back to the election results of regions 3, NCR, and 4A, and you will note that our candidate did not win. Okay? So, ang suspicious ba doon? Yung nanalo doon sa lugar rin? Dapat doon tayo may suspicion? I don't know what exactly is he saying. You did not ask for an exemption. You will ask for an exemption if you to take away parang alam mo yung pagiging gray. Gray area ba to? So you ask for a ruling from the COMELEC para matanggal yung gray area. Pero ulit, bawal ka mag-disperse starting March 25 until May 8. Oh. Yung purchase order was March 9. Pag hininga mo na exemption ng COMELEC, hindi ka kaya babalikan ng COMELEC na ano hinihinga mo na exemption? Eh, hindi pa saklaw yan. And Attorney, what's his name again? Luna should know. Bakit na dapat tanong, did you ever look at when it was disbursed?
Sir, ang sinasabi kasi niya na date ay April 4.
Yun yung pag-vaccinate.
Opo, sir. Ang
Pero
sinasabi
kailan?
niya yung nag-violate po dun sa election pass.
No. Disbursement ang pinag-uusapan eh.
But you also mentioned the implementation, which was a
No,
violation.
let's go back. The issue is you disburse during the election period. Oh.
Implementation is not covered by the ban, sir.
Public health is not covered with election funds.
Tsaka yung disbursement deals with yung allocate, pati hindi ba specific yung ano ba yung sa complaint nila, yung money held in trust, disbursing the money. Kailan din disburse yung money? No? From my end, no, December 29, 2015. Yeah. From the DOH's position, purchase order March 9. So, ganun na rin yun. I'll ask him, no? Of course, he never held the position of president, you know. You have the medicine that you can use. You have an issue in dengue that has been there constantly. You will not hold it, you bought it, but you will not use it until, several days after May 8. And in the interim, how many more are exposed without any protection that you could already provide? I'd like to hazard a guess, no? If we didn't use it, will we be facing the charges of siguro non-feasance yun eh. You had the tool at your disposal to improve the health of the Filipino and you refused to use it, putting them in unnecessary risk. Hindi kaya ganun ang hinaharap natin ngayon.
So, sir, you're saying damn if you do, damn if you don't.
That's,
So, either way you acted, you would be facing charges pa rin.
I believe so. Baka I think we should also note that the papers lately, the media, you've been reporting yung drop in dengue even for the 2017 period. Ngayon, I cannot say naman that the vaccine is responsible for this. I'm not a doctor. Perhaps we should look into that. Tapos, today lang yata, meron naman lumabas. Comparing 2018 to 2017, may drop na naman. Sabi, cyclical. Again, I am not an expert. I am not a doctor. I wouldn't want to hazard the guess. But the reality is, may drop. At kung magko-consistent yung drop, diba, parang that's something to look forward to. When I showed you the graph, di ba, may drop of 1 year, tapos may 2 years na increase. Tapos baka magdidip ng konti. Pero yung trajectory, pataas ang pataas eh.
Sir, but Secretary Duque says the drop in the dengue cases cannot be attributed to dengue vaccine because we are in the cycle that the dengue incidence is really going down. So, may cycle daw talaga yun.
Well,
And tayo sa year na
Okay. Secretary Duque is a doctor, I'm not. Pero I refer to the graph that was presented to me from the DOH Epidemiology Bureau. At hindi parang 3-year cycle. Sorry. The 2010 to 2015. Di ba para SOTU? And that's a 5-year period. Actually, pati dito, ewan kung titignan mong para may isang taon na nag-peak eh. Tapos, yeah. Pwede ba ilapit ko lang sa ito eh. Alam naman natin mas bata ka sa akin para mga...
Wala yung 2016 dyan, sir. 2016 is
2016
tumaas.
tumaas. 2017 buwa ba? So, paano nga in relation to yun? Hindi.
It's very early to assess the effectiveness.
Si Janet Enforcement, 2016 tumaas raw. Ulit.
So yung 3-year na bumababa, it was before. And
Two-
after that, we became
So 2015 to 13,000. 930, halos 214,000. 2016, 220,000. 518. 2017, 131,327.
Did you consult Comelec that,
Ay.
tinanong niyo ba yung Comelec that you didn't need to ask for exemption?
Yung-
Or may assumption lang na because public yung issue?
Nagtanong ng DOH.
Kami yung nagtanong.
With the comment.
Yes, and we were
Sino
told it
po
was
ang
not.
ang kinonsult niya?
It was my director to deal with.
A director of the DOH?
Yes. Tinatanong namin, for all the programs, for all the public health programs, alin ba doon yung hihingan ng exemption, alin ba yung hindi? And we were told that for immunization, no exemption was needed because it's not covered with the election fund.
Sir, there are other matters lang. Attorney Resident Sir from Rappler. Sir, yung ICC, yung room statute ay na-ratify natin. Yung termino po ninyo. Ano po yung reaction po ninyo dun sa balita na nag-withdraw na yung Pilipinas mula sa room statute?
Well, nabasa ko lang sa diaryo para mahirap naman yata mag-comment kung meron talagang action na ginawa tungkol doon. And I think it's better, more prudent to wait for an official pronouncement and then comment on that.
Pero sir, nung panahon po ninyo, bakit po mahalaga para sa inyo na na-ratify ng Pilipinas yung room statute? Ano pong kahalagahan nun?
Well, isa sa mga naglabi talaga doon, naging commissioner natin for human rights, si Eta Rosales, amongst others. No? At parang tayo naman, alam niyo, mahilig tayo sa history. At nakikita rin natin doon na yung, paano nga pag merong isang lugar, ito yung niratify, hindi ko pinag-usapan nyo ngayon. No? Paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng hustisya? Pag yung biglang lumayas ng taong to, or kulang yung mga mekanismo or institution doon sa kanyang bansa. Paano tayo, tinitingnan natin yung, paano ba responsibilidad natin para gumanda yung buong mundo. Kaya tayo nakumbinsi na, dapat yata tayo sumama dito.
So sir, ano po yung mawawala sa atin kung sakali po na mag-withdraw tayo?
Mas maganda nga, tingnan ko na muna yung official pronouncement. Ano ba basis, bakit tayo alis? Ano ba grounds? Bakit ba better to? Baka basta bang mag-comment doon. Baka naman sumagot ako sa hindi tinanong. Okay na po?
Sir, pwede po bang grounds for withdrawal ang perceived attacks on a certain person?
I'm not an expert on international law. No? And I'm a mere student in Philippine law.
Last question. Pangulo, reaction lang ito. Ang pulo-pulo raw nitong yung masalimuot na big box na ito. Labanan lang ng dalawang naglalabang malalaki kung paano yung gumagawa ng reaction lang po.
Yung kasi isa pa lang ang vaccine hanggang ngayon, hindi pa yata lumalabas sa Japan. Di ba? Pero, dinidibet. Pero wala pa.
Wala pa. Yung mga nahumaharap, they're claiming that it will be cheaper.
Sa akin, mas nakikita pa yung paggamit bilang politika. Parang wala, hindi naman ina-akusa. Ngayon parang nagkaroon ng akusasyon na parang hindi man applicable. Pero yung dati mga reklamo, parang, di ba, hindi tukol. At puro pag-i-induce ng panic. Na baliktad yata sa trabaho ng gobyerno.
Okay?
Okay na po.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Everybody.
And that was former President Noynoy Aquino speaking at the COMELEC on the preliminary investigation on the release of the Dengvaxia vaccine. Among the points that he did bring up there is one, the complaint over the Dengvaxia fund has no basis. And also he discussed the reasons why the complaint against him by the COMELEC should be dismissed. He also commented on President Duterte's plan to withdraw from the ICC, saying that he wants to understand the basis of this before making any other comments. Again, we will bring you back to the Senate hearing on the proliferation of fake news. Let's listen in.